Right guys, welcome back. Today we've come to an abandoned paper mill. This site is really old and it's absolutely massive. I can't express how big this place is, so I'm really excited to be here. Hopefully we get in. Stay tuned. Right, so look at this. Obviously ignoring all the galvanised and the barbed wire, but look at that. Look at that ironwork. That is an original kind of Victorian era gate. That is, even these concrete, all this here. So that bridge there will be the original bridge they would have used to access this mill. I mean, clearly because of the barbed wire, you can see that they don't want you to go over. Now I don't think it's necessarily for access to that. I think it's more the strength or the integrity of the bridge has been compromised or even unknown, so for safety they don't want you to go over. But if you look at that, I don't know if I can get down the side. It's a nice little bridge. That it looks structurally fine, to be honest, but they don't want, I mean, this is razor sharp stuff. Really nice bit of work, that. Right guys, we're in. We're coming in the back side of the site. This is a very busy weekend. It's a bank holiday weekend. There's a lot of people around, and this is a lot of a popular sort of tourist attraction. So we're just coming in the back way, and we're just going to see. We're going to lay low for a while and just see if there's any movement from security, see if there's any patrol patterns, and just sort of assess the situation before we go jumping in. We're right up on the edge of the site now, as you can see. Stop behind this tree just to see if there's any motion detectors or any cameras, because this is not an obvious point of entry, but it's a good one from my point of view. So you'd think that if they're going to set up any motion system, there would be one this way. I'm going to be whispering on this one, guys, so you'll have to bear with it. Look how beautiful it is. Look at all the hillsides at the back. Beautiful. Look at all this. Even now this building is 100 years old plus, and look how beautiful it is, even derelict. Look at that massive loading bay there. So you would have anchored off the top of that girder, off the top of that lintel, RSJ, whatever it is, and that's probably like 80 foot, 90 foot. They would have loaded or offloaded everything from there. You've got an old cylinder here, and then here you've got these, which I'm not really sure what they are, to be honest, but you've got one either side. You've got this channel in the middle, and then you've got that there, which by the look of it, this frame here turns round, and whatever's in there will get continuously mixed, or I don't really know, not really sure. It's a difficult one, that. These tanks here, look, these tanks here come, they've got a vent on the top, and then they come through here. All these pipes here go down, and I believe they would supply whatever that thing there is, which is quite interesting. And another interesting thing here that the guys have just pointed out is there's this, that's a fresh wall there. Look at that old light, look. That wall's quite new, and the interesting thing about that wall is in the mortar in the top they've got all broken glass bottles. I don't know if you can see them. Can you see? They've actually embedded broken sharp glass bowls, so obviously they don't want people to climb that. Now whether that's because it's a point of entry, it probably is, or because it's dangerous in there, I don't know. But one thing I do know is, I mean, I'm 6 foot. I mean, I could get over, but if it was me, I would have just made that 2 courses a brick higher, and it probably would have stopped people. This is a really old lamppost. That's the sort of shade now that are becoming quite popular. People like Drew Pritchard and antiques collectors are into, like, I'd have that in my house. That's awesome. Don't know if there's a bulb in it. I'm gonna go down and have a look. There's no bulb in it, but that's awesome, that is. Right, so there's a pump truck here, and then there's a light there with a solar panel on it. So we're not sure what that is. This bucket thing, this is like a big, I'm not really sure, but it's big. Alright, so that, I was going to have a look at that building. There's a plaque on that. I can't see the date, I think. Can't quite see the date, but this is all boarded really well, and because there's so much stuff left here, they've spent a lot of time and effort to make it secure. Very early bike rack. That's the way they used to make bike racks before they sort of ovaled them. Right, so we've come in across quite a bit of stuff now. So we've got a big air compressor. I've got this thing here which I'm not really sure what it is. These are like curtains. Got massive axle stands, what you'd use on your car. Obviously they're more industrial stuff. They're probably to support like posts, or this is all a racking system for all stock, so whatever they use the bars for and the different stock materials. This thing's quite big. It's driven by a lung belt, look, and that plotter there would have moved backwards and forwards along this track. I'm not sure what it would have been doing or plotting. That's quite cool, like a proper old sort of log cabin style shed, something you'd imagine to see in the middle of the woods. I haven't got a clue, to be honest. I'm just going to go down here to make sure that there's nobody walking along this track towards us. See that doorway there? See on the left of it, that's the same setup as what's over there. I believe we go down here for a bit. Yeah? Right, so this here, guys, was like a man-made water feature, this was. And I'm not sure why. I'm not sure. On this video, because we've come here last minute, I haven't really had a chance to research it. On this video I'm going to put a lot of the information in the description box below, so rather than talk about it as I go along, because it's been a last minute, a couple of ducks, look there, because it's been a last minute thing, I'm going to point things out, what I see, what I think, and then when I do in the description it might make more sense if I can get that information. But that is a man-made. I don't know if they had, there's pulleys there, so I don't know what that's for. And here we've got an absolutely at that. I'm going to try and get over to it. But there's people walking down that path. So you can see all that's flooded down there. There's people. I don't think you can see me. But that, if you can see that, look. That is high, that is, and that is full. The amount of water what's in there is phenomenal. There's like a gantry there, which is on a pull, like on a roller. I don't want to get too exposed here, but I'm going to quickly shoot it. See that roller there? That's driven by that motor, and that obviously must rotate the whole way around that surface, because you can see in the middle of the surface is relatively clean, and the outside's got the moss and that on. Now, what that would do, I don't know, but these frames here obviously have something underneath. Those frames obviously go down into the tank, and I presume they have like flat surfaces on or something, and they obviously create movement within that tank. I don't know why. I'm quite curious to find out, but I've had to move because this isn't me trying to get clickbait. There was people walking across, and it's not that I want to create a sort of adrenaline filled video. I'm not really bothered about running off and doing all that security chase and stuff, and I'm more interested in staying unseen so that we can stay in here and explore it all before we get thrown out. There's quite a bit of stuff along here. There's an old shed there, look, it's falling down. Some big more machinery, some rollers. Look at these, like big pots. Like, that's actually made out of what you like pottery or whatever. That's mad, it's like industrial size pot. There's an old trailer here. That would have been for quite a high vehicle, because that's like Land Rover size wheels. So it would have been quite high up, it's not your average car. There's just stuff everywhere. That must have been a woodworking shop. That's obviously brand new. It's a beautiful building. There's an old pump truck here. That was where we was before, where directly where my friend is now. There's those motion sensors on it, and we came. See, it's screwed. It's all screwed shut. Birds give away your position so bad. Oh, there's so much stuff in there. I don't know if you can see it. So I don't know how well you guys can see in there. Leave one as a lookout at the end, because we're channelled here. Got this massive gear here, look. I mean, that's huge. We're back to this point from before. There's a pheasant there, look. That's when you know you're being relatively quiet, which is good, because when wildlife are coming quite close, then they kind of they wouldn't, if they thought there was anyone here, they'd class you as a threat and they wouldn't come anywhere near. Don't know how well you can see this, guys. I can't see because it's so high up. That's what's in there. There's that motion light. I think they're in that hut there, aren't they? Security. That's padlocked. Right, we heard a door shut then, so we just run over here to get out the way. Yeah, he's there. So what I'm going to do now is, because I kind of want to speak to him, I'm just going to pretend like I'm taking photos. Alright, buddy. You're not supposed to take photos? There's only 3 of us, yeah? Come on up. Yeah, there's only us 3. We're just taking a few photos.
But what happened is, recently somebody has taken a pictures and posted on a website called 28 Days Late. A lot of people come here from different, websites. They try to take the pictures and, post it on the website. So it's just, what happened, the owner who's on this place, they said anybody trespass on this site, just ring the police. Yeah, that's what we've been told to do. I'm doing my job, but I mean, you're not done anything. You're not broken anything or anywhere.
No, we're not here to damage it.
Let me ring him and explain him. You're just not done it. So I'll see what he says. Because
yeah, we're not to cause any harm. If he doesn't mind taking a couple of photos,
exactly. I know. I appreciate you. It's not a bad hobby to do it, but on a private land, it's restricted. Restricted. You go on public places, you can take it, but he won't allow anybody who comes here.
No,
because that website, 28 days later, the police are involved as well in that one.
Are
the recent
what's that like a countryside site then?
Yeah, it's an urban explore site. Sorry, John. Yeah, I just wanted to let you know. Caught 3 wheels on site again this afternoon on my patrol. So it's alright. The store is busy at the moment.
What is there? Is there a few people on site? Is there, or just yourself?
The Yorkshire police trained dogs on site as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just opportunists.
If you will not get the chance to take photos today, but don't come ever back to the future as well.
Well, yeah, we won't come this far. We've come for that. Once we've been to the... we got here at 8 o'clock.
I caught yesterday 2 people from Scotland, actually.
What, on here?
Yeah, 2 people from Scotland coming to take the pictures. There's no way you can get into the place except you breaking in. And when you break in...
Well, that's breaking entry. We're not going to be breaking entry, I can tell you that for now.
It's not worth it.
So that chap from that 24 days later, he said.
28 days later, yeah.
He been here recently then?
Because I've been told, there's not the one chap, it's a group call,
Well, we're not into wasting police resources.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
We sat down here because originally that was shaded, because it's quite warm today.
Yeah, I understand that, you're looking to chance to get in, but, sorry, I can't.
Yeah, I appreciate you doing your job. We won't cause you any harm.
I understand, and I'm not supposed to as well, because you be nice to me. I'm nice to you.
Okay, all right. Well, have a great day.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't want to cause you any drama. We'll get our stuff and we'll go back to the car anyway.
Please, if you take a photo.
No, thanks for being awesome. You've come up to us, said hello. We're no threat, we're no harm. So
if you like to take pictures or something, you go somewhere where you're allowed to do it. But on this land, no.
That's fine. We appreciate that. Thanks for that, buddy. All right.
See you later.
Right, so as you can see from that last clip, guys, I made myself seen to the security because I kind of wanted to speak to him. He gave me everything I needed to know. There's no dogs. He's here on his own, and there's a furious owner. We're here. We'll respect his wishes. He was a nice guy. We're not going to bother trying to get back in. They've clearly secured the place, as you've seen on previous parts of it, which is great. It means it's good. And unfortunately, current websites which are into this sort of thing are creating a massive stream of people. I suppose that's what it is. And as we go on further in life, people are going to clamp down on it more and more because it's becoming more popular in the public domain. People are going to see it more. It's going to be more current. And if you own this land, you don't want it to be the way, because this day and age, you could be exploring on there, trespassing, cut yourself, and probably sue them. Horrendous. So we'll leave it at that and we'll go. Right, so we're back at the car now. As you saw from the end of that, he was a great guy. We're going to respect his wishes. We could run rings around him, to be honest. He's very laid back. He's not very switched on. He's got no dogs, he told us that. He's on there on his own. He's got contact with the owners by phone. I mean, that's not effective at all, but you know what? What's the point? It's all secure, which it's kind of good to see, really. It's a shame that we missed it, but it is secure, so that's good. And I'm not into running around like an idiot and playing hide and seek if I can help it. Sometimes it's fun, but we'll respect his wishes. So we're leaving now. We're going to go to another site. We're going to go and get some food. So I hope you like this video, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.